What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Diablo 3. So, first of all, kinda had quite a big gap there in uploading anything, and I've just been real busy, so haven't really had time to play uh, a lot of, record a lot of Diablo. I did play quite a bit last season. The rest of the Tristram event should be uploaded finally. I know it took quite a long time. I just got so busy with other stuff, got completely sidetracked, and then just forgot about it. But that should be up now. And anyways, I just wanted to show off the build that we finalized here on that Demon Hunter. This is off season now, of course, so I have more Paragon points than I ended with. I think I ended with somewhere around 700. But we got the Dawn, we got a Fortress Ballista, we have our 6-piece unhallowed set. We're wearing 5 pieces, and we have a Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube. We have the Compass Rose and Traveler's Pledge. We have Wraps of Clarity. And then the Hellcat Waistguard. This is a grenades build, so we have Depth Diggers on, conventional elements. In the cube, the Bariza do Kyanon. I have no fucking clue how to say that, but that's cool. We got a Hunter's Wrath. It makes your grenades attack faster. And then we have the Ring of Royal Grandeur. So yeah, I just wanted to pop into a rift here quick and go through and talk a little about what's coming in the next patch for next season. The first thing that's definitely coming is the armory is coming finally. So that's going to a little bit of a lag spike there. But anyways, the armory is going to let you save item sets if you haven't heard about it yet. So as long as you have all the gear still, you'll just be able to swap item sets like that, no problem. And for those of you who don't know about this build, it's just like every Demon Hunter build, you want to try to have Vengeance up as much as possible. And then other than that, you just spam grenades and you roll around, and on elites you mark for death, and that's literally it. Yeah, so the armory would be cool. That way if you have a couple, that way if you play multiplayer at all, and you have some friends that, and you know, you want, like, you made a witch doctor or something and you want to be the witch doctor in the group, and then on solo rifts you can just switch back and forth very easily. So that's pretty cool. The other really cool thing we're getting is the crafting material UI. It's going to have its own like stash tab, so you're not going to have to store it in the stash anymore. I'll show you after this. Like, there's going to be people who have a lot more than me, and you might even be one of those people. But I have, you know, quite a few crafting mats. They're just taking up space in the stash that I don't really use. Mostly because I don't really play except for seasonal anymore. So, but it will be nice to get those out of there in case I ever want to just play a little bit for fun. Thought I heard a cat meow, but it wasn't my cat. Yeah, so you can see this build, you know, this is Torment 13, no problems at all with it. I mean, especially at 800 Paragon levels, but... So, what's next? Next we have some adventure mode updates. Now I'm not really sure what this is about. I think it's more quality of life stuff than anything. Yeah, again, I don't really know, and because I am in the middle of a rift, I don't want to be reading this whole thing here. I know that they're changing some stuff, supposed to be making better like rift layouts for greater rifts again, and something about challenge rifts or something, but I'm not sure if that is definitely coming this patch. We'll scroll down a little further and take a look at that. Oh, hello. There's two guys over here, I think. The next thing is the Primal Ancients are coming. I'm a little... Let's put it this way. Oh Jesus, what did I do? Clicked on something I didn't want to. Alright, we're good. So I'm a little torn here. Like, I thought that obviously Diablo 3 is a game where it's all about big numbers, right? Like, what did they do when they added the expansion? You could get the same gear, just a higher level. You know, and then they added some new gear, but like you can pretty much get. I mean, obviously there's some gear you can only get at 70, I believe. They may have even changed that. I don't know, but a lot of legendaries you can get right away. You know, level 10 or whatever it is when they finally start dropping, and then obviously you get the same legendaries just level 70 once you're 70. So. But anyways, game's about, you know, realistically, the more you grind out Paragon levels, it's just a game about getting bigger and bigger numbers stacked up. And that's not, you know, that's not great. But, anyways, the big thing here is the Primal Ancients. Now, originally, they were supposed to be random chance of rolling Primal. I think it worked out to be a 1% chance on a legendary. Oh, I'm trying to remember because I can't remember if Ancients are a 1% chance or if they're a 10% chance. May even been, I think it's a less than 1% chance to drop a Primal Ancient. It's small. It's a very small chance a Primal Ancient will drop. And originally they were going to be 10 times as good. I think it was 10 times. 8, 10. They were going to have even better stat range than Ancients. And I was okay with that. I mean, some people don't like it. I just don't know where the game's going to go if you want to, you know. Like, you could literally add an off-season only difficulty for people who grind this stuff out and want to grind this stuff out. Because literally, it's going to take forever to grind out a complete set of Primal Ancients. But they could have added like an extra difficulty that wasn't available to seasonal players, I think. And that might have worked some stuff out. I feel like my game sounds are really loud, but it could just be because of the headset. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Sound. No, it's still real quiet. But what they did instead, because there was a lot of complaints from the community about what Primal Ancients were going to be originally, is now a Primal Ancient, which I also like this. I like either one. I think they're both pretty good. So now a Primal Ancient, if it drops for you, it's going to have perfect Ancient rolls. So everything on it is going to be a perfect roll. I don't know if that means the legendary affix as well, but everything else on it at least will roll perfect. So it'll have 1,000. If it's a weapon, it'll have what is it, 1,000 for your main stat. It can have 1,000 of your main stat, 1,000 of vitality if you want vitality on it. It'll just have perfect rolls and everything. The downside to that is it might not have everything you want. So I mean that's unfortunate, you know. But let's just look at this real quick. Yeah, the perfectly rolled affixes. This means every affix, including primary, secondary, and legendary, are at their ideal values. So that's cool. And it has some examples here. Since ideally you want to use Ramalan, I like to call it the Ramalama Ding Dong's gift, but the gift on your weapon, primal weapons will roll with no socket, which is fine. And then they looks like we have some. It looks like we have a couple things. Yeah, so like this primal and the Gel ring that it's showing. 650 int, 50% crit, 8% reduces all resource cost, 50% chance of finding magic items, summons a fallen lunatic every 10 seconds, and an empty socket in it, because obviously you want a socket in jewelry. So that's what's coming. That's what's coming. I don't know. They did add, which is strange that it's not here. Let me just. Yeah, it's not here, which is strange. They added, and I know they added, some new legendary abilities. One that I know for sure is the Holy Shot, Holy Point Shot, or Holy Shot Point. It doesn't have anything on it right now, so. But yeah, they made it so when you throw Impale, the dagger, it throws 2 more. So you throw 3 daggers with every throw of it. And they made it so every dagger thrown is affected by the set bonus from the Shadows. Hold on, I have this set. I have a lot of Demon Hunters now, so. The Shadows Mantle. So, the 6-piece bonus, Impale deals an additional 40,000% weapon damage. All 3 daggers are going to do that. So there's a new Demon Hunter build coming out in the next patch. Well, next season. That's going to be the Shadows Mantle. And you basically, and because of this dagger, and you're throwing 3 daggers, you basically just throw daggers and never run out of hatred. So it's pretty cool. But yes, so you can see here all of these veiled crystals. Like I'm literally at a room for them. So that'll be really nice when the crafting thing comes. Yeah, I don't know. That didn't work. So I definitely want to get more Diablo recorded and stuff. So these are the sets. These are going to be the sets for Season 10. Barbarian is getting Raycor. Crusader is getting Akans. Demon Hunter is getting Marauder. Monk is getting Innas. Witch Doctor is getting Zunamasas. And the Wizard is getting Delseers. So those are the sets we're getting. New cosmetic rewards. You're getting a helmet and shoulder cosmetic reward, and a mantle pennant. We're getting a new pennant. This is the first season it's going to be on console as well, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's weird. Like, this site's not showing the updated legendaries. There is no more. Yeah, I mean, I think there's something else. They're changing a couple other things as well, but I can't remember what they are because they're not coming up. Here's the patch notes. Here we go. Armory, crafting mat storage. Shield glare. The divine verdict rune has been updated to apply its secondary effect, even if the target is immune to crowd control effects. Barbarian, Seismic Slam. The Rumble rune will now consume all remaining fury to increase the rune's damage over time. Demon Hunter Impale Ricochet fixed a bug where the second bounce granted by this rune would sometimes fail if enemies were packed tightly together. Primal Ancients. Ancients will now salvage into 3 Forgotten Souls, and Primals will salvage into 15. Legendary items. Rhymeheart. Increase the damage, the chance to proc its legendary item from 10 to 20. Strong arm bracers. The damage bonus from this item is now applied when the knockback occurs rather than when the enemy lands. And the damage bonus duration has been increased to 6 seconds. Roland's 4-piece bonus. Damage has been increased to 2,500%. Inna's favor 6-piece bonus. Damage bonus for each mystic ally has been increased to 125. Zunamasa, damage bonus has been increased to 2,500% for the 6-piece. Wizard, Delseers looks like it has a complete rework. I mean, it's not complete rework, but every part of it's changed. Cooldown of slow time is reduced by 3 seconds from 2 seconds when casting this, all the things. 4-set bonus, damage reduction increased to 60%. And the 6-set bonus, enemies take 3,500% increased damage. And then you have the Holy Point Shot. Impale throws 2 additional knives. Note, this change is still being tested and evaluated. So this might not make it to the final. However, I hope it does. The build looks really cool if that actually makes it. So we'll see. Functionality of some items has changed. The barber is now a ceremonial knife instead of a dagger. The damage bonus to the final explosion of this legendary item's power has also been reintroduced. Oh, that's right. The Mantle heal will now proc from Hydra. illusory boots now allows the player to pass through enemies and the wall or affix. When using Furious Charge, Whirlwind, Strafe, and Tempest Rush. So there must have been some sort of bug there that I did not know about. Or it just wasn't working properly. And then there's some bug fixes. They changed. Okay, so here we go. Greater Rifts. Has been changed from current Paragon level to highest solo greater rift clear as follows. Torment 1 to 4, or 6, no requirement. Torment 7, you have to solo clear greater rift 30. 8 you have to is 35, 9 is 40, 10 is 45, 50, 55, 60. Additionally, several quality of life changes have been made. The frequency of several tile sets in Greater Rifts has been adjusted. The caves, the really terrible caves, will appear less often, and the more wide open spacer ones will appear more often. Flooded Causeway and West March locations will no longer appear on the first floor of Greater Rifts. Number of spear-throwing goatmen and skeleton archers that appear in Greater Rifts has been reduced in certain enemy populations. They fix some of the the set dungeons, bounty axe, or bounties, bonus acts have been removed. With this change, completing 5 bounties any act will now grant you a large Herodric chest containing the same contents as the Herodric and bonus caches. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the bonus act is really fucking stupid in my opinion. Like, why? Why do I have to do them in order? You know, that's always been my thing. But yeah. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for us for today. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video quick. Again, apologize for not having the stuff uploaded, and just have a little gameplay there of what David was like when he was all done. And then hopefully season 10 will start, and hopefully I can really get back into this and start playing some more. I haven't settled on what I want to play yet. Even if Holy Point Shot comes through, and even though I'm super excited to try that build, I'm not going to. I can't play another Demon Hunter again. Not 2 seasons in a row at least. Maybe a Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor might be kind of cool. But I'll figure it out, and I'll see you guys then. That starts Friday the 31st. I think. Yeah, I believe so. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you then.